Good morning, half a day. Oh, happy Tuesday. It is just after 11:30 in Texas. But hello and half a day, and thank you to everybody who recently subscribed to my channel. Situ Usma Asi. I appreciate that. But today's live stream is just me getting out here trying to do some gig work. The hubby and our middle daughter, Zoe, are actually heading over to his dad's house so they can work on her pickup. He's got more tools, so it'll be easier for them. So hoping that... Hey, Mike. Good morning or good afternoon to you. How's it going? Yes, you are first. Foist. And thank you so much for being a continued member to my channel. I don't know if you saw my recent live stream that I did this past Saturday. I was at one of my sister's house and we were doing a fiesta gathering, and I live streamed pretty much the entire cooking process. We made parrotfish, which is a very popular fish in Guam, and a couple of other things, but it was my highest viewed live stream. At one point I had over 200 people. It was crazy. So, and thank you for asking too, Mike. Just having my last couple of live streams, go so well, it's really helped with the stress of trying to get these watch hours. When you're a channel that's already been active for 2 years and still not at 4K watch hours, it's stressful when you're trying to get fully monetized. But you know the stresses of YouTube. But I had over 8. What? Are you any closer? Yes, a lot closer. Because of that live stream from Saturday, it will take me to my highest point yet. Because at the start of the year, I believe in February or the early part of March, I got as high as just over 3,600 watch hours. And then that's when it really started to downfall from there. I thought it was a guaranteed. So how many items? 19? No. But with the live stream from this past Saturday, I'll be sitting just over 3,700 watch hours. So I'm pretty pumped up about that. I'm pretty psyched about that. So the battle is still ongoing, because even through the whole month of November, with other videos hitting their 1-year mark, I'm still going to be losing a lot of watch hours, so I need to stay on top. It's been hard to stay motivated to find stuff to do live streams for, but I'm doing my best. I gotta stay on this momentum with the watch hours, But like I said, it's Tuesday morning for me, and here in Texas, and it's a gorgeous day. It is a gorgeous day out. Currently, my car is saying it's 75 degrees out, and we're going to reach a high of 81, maybe, low 80s. So the Texas heat is still trying to rear its ugly head, but we're surviving. Yes, definitely. Almost there. Let's go. For those of you guys that are here, whether you're chatting or not, I really appreciate it because it does help support my channel. But now I'm just trying to go to one of my regular waiting areas and see what kind of orders we can get for this lunch shift. But isn't that a gorgeous day? But the hubby and I have we still got a lot on our plate right now. With Thanksgiving around the corner, we've got family coming into town, with some of them staying with us, so we're still trying to get our house situated. But that also means there's going to be less time to work. So we gotta kick some gig work butt for the next 2.5 weeks. Are getting ready to pass Walmart, and normally I would wait around this area, but I'm not going to concentrate on Spark right now. Right now I just have DoorDash and Favor on, and supposedly Favor has this promotion going on, but I don't see it. It's supposed to be a guarantee for every shop and deliver. But the first shop and deliver offer that came through was $13. So I don't know how that works. DoorDash. What they got going on over here, but they're going to be causing some traffic jam. You know, water fountain right up here that we're in this roundabout. It is gorgeous at night because it's lit up. So it's really pretty at night. One, two, stop, ready, go. Like I said, just coming over here to park and wait for decent, good offers to come through, not these lowball. Not worth my time offers. So come on, DoorDash. Let's go, Favor. But isn't that beautiful? Look at that beautiful sky. Clear blue sky. I mean, there are clouds out there, but not a lot. Hello. Hey, Kaylee. Good morning. How are you? And thank you for popping in. 9 miles for $10. And it's a Stacked offer on DoorDash. I mean, yeah, the pickup and the drop-offs weren't far from each other, but still. All right, so let me make sure I'm reading this right. Okay, so today is Tuesday from 11 to 4. It's a $22 guarantee. See, it says it right there. $22 guarantee. And let me go check out what DoorDash is offering. $14. That's nice. Except for it's a restaurant and a store pickup. 2 separate customers. And it's also 20 miles. Big fat no. Marcus red. No. Okay. And it's showing all the neighborhoods that is eligible for that promo. And my town is listed in that. We did at one point. When it came to the point system, and I actually preferred that because in the point system that came to our area, I was actually in the gold status. All right, how many items? 20 items. Come on, people. And it's an apartment. Try again. That same offer, this is ridiculous. That same offer came back. The exact same too. The restaurant and Sephora. 2 customer pickup and drop off. But the pay came back lower. What? It boggles my mind still, DoorDash. I like Big Macs, but I don't think I can eat 5. But good morning to you. So, and maybe the reason why it's not counting. Oh, okay. I don't want to go down to Austin, but I guess that's probably where the promo is for. But it says in my town as well. So I don't get it. Promos. $22 guarantee for each favor offer for shop and delivers. From 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesday, November 4th, which is today. It has all the towns listed that are eligible for this promo. And my town is in there. No, that's Sheila. We have the point system, but the on time really sucks. Yeah, so let me when it comes, I mean, I guess it's a different kind of point system because my acceptance rate on DoorDash totally sucks to the point where I'm sitting at a 0. A big fat 0 because I will cherry pick. You know, I will not take these $5 offers that are having us go 3 miles or more. Because especially when you live in a town where you're dealing with traffic, lights, and whatnot. But yeah, so you're talking about, Kaylee, you're talking about this point system, right? Where it has your acceptance rate, your completion rate, your on-time rate, customer rating, and whatnot, right? It's kind of lose-lose situation because of the restaurant. Doesn't have it ready even if you deliver on time, still considered late. No, I'm not doing Spark this morning because in my area, I have, or my work zone for Spark, it covers 3 different Walmarts and none of them are glowing. So, but typically during the lunch shift for Spark, it's not not that great. But let me turn it on and see. Because we know how those supposed hotspots work or don't work. So now I have my Spark on. So you can actually contest when it comes to your on time. Kaylee, if you didn't know that, because there's been at least 3 that I contested and then they removed it because unexpected traffic or for whatever reason, and you'll get to select it. And so far I haven't gotten any pushback. Bulky item. It's a curbside pickup on Spark. Came through as a timed offer. 55 items, 3 customers. 1 has a bulky item, 2 an apartment. Drinks. What's the bulky item? Has to be a case of water. Yep. Case of water. And it's paying less than... It's only paying 18 bucks, so that one's not worth taking. 8 miles for $7. I'm in Texas. I got a $56 for 2 shops earlier. Nice, Dom. Yeah, some areas for sure, because watching other videos and people that are live streaming that also do Spark, you know, they're showing all these fantastic offers. So sometimes we get lucky. Sometimes we get lucky here in our home zone, but it's not consistent. So that's why when we're concentrating on Walmart Spark, sometimes we have to drive away from our town, away from our zone, to drive to a completely different zone where we know we can get more offers consistently. I mean, you're talking about 20, 30. That is typically more than $20. I think the highest one we've gotten on Spark was I believe it was a shop and deliver. I want to say it was 50 something. All the other ones were successfully disputed, but those were late to the drop off. So come on, I'd like to see some good offers, please. Let's see some good offers, please. The good part about Spark is as long as you are near Walmart, you can get good orders. Eventually, just keep rejecting weak offers. Definitely. Yep, I like to do Spark in the rich areas. People tip better. Yes and no. The hubby and I, we've been doing Spark for almost 3 years now, and you would think delivering, well, no matter what app you're using, you would think. But we've been not so surprised to where we get a shopping order and Walmart Spark is the one that covers majority of the fare, and the tip would be nominal from the customer. And when we make the delivery, we're like, wow, this is a really beautiful neighborhood, and woohoo. All right. How many items? 5.5 miles. It says it's going to take 38 minutes. How many items? 18. I can do this. Is it heavy pay? All right, let's see. All right, looks like we're going shopping. 18 items. It's on Spark. It is 5.5 miles, but it is paying $28. So like I said, it's not consistent in my area. We still get some. No. All right, DoorDash, I'm going to pause you. Let's see, what am I scheduled to? No, might as well end this one. All right. But Kaylee, if you're still there, yeah, I've had definitely issues with DoorDash when it comes to restaurants. When it comes to restaurant pickup and deliveries, because what I'll do when I get to the restaurant is, if it's not ready, if I don't see the bag or anything like that, I scroll down to the bottom and I select that option, where it says what's holding up, or I forgot the exact question. But I would select that and I would just select order not ready. Because there have been many times I'm like, but how are they going to ding us for a pickup being, done late, or drop off delivered late, when stuff can be out of our control? So I've done that on all of the ones that I got yesterday. I get 3. Oh, okay. See, you're a pro. You know what you're doing. But yeah, I don't think this is the same point system that they tested it out, and I really liked it. It was only in my specific market or zone for 2 weeks, around 2 weeks or so. So I think they were testing out that specific type of point system, and I really liked it. I really liked it because I was seeing better offers, and with the way they were accounting for that specific point system, I was in the gold. I was gold. So, but then when it went away, then this current point system still relies too heavily on your acceptance rate. Wait, what? Because if you can spend $150 to $200 on groceries, you can afford to tip me. Exactly. Because we can see on Spark orders or any shopping order, for the most part, we see what a customer is spending on their groceries. Now, I understand sometimes they get to use, which I didn't realize, but sometimes some of these apps do allow them to use their EBT card. It doesn't allow them to tip from that. So, I mean, I can understand for those using it for that reason, so they're limited to their funds. But, the whole thing about spending $100 or more, and you live in a really obviously expensive neighborhood, but you only want to tip $5 or less. Like, really? All right, we got some people by. Let's see if it's going to allow me to hit confirm arrival, because I know with Walmart Spark in a lot of areas, it won't let you hit confirm arrival until you're in the store. So right now I'm just driving in front of it. No, it let me confirm. It let me confirm that I'm here. But it did it to my husband, because he Sparks as well. It did it to him. He was walking towards the store. He was in front of it, just like I was with driving. And confirm arrival because you have to be in the store. And he took a screenshot of it too. So let me see what they don't. Oh, get that with the EBT, but still you can put $5. Yes, exactly, especially for high miles. Same thing on catering. I see these companies spending for, and they tip $10 or $15. Yeah, some people don't realize. Some people don't realize, they think we're employees of these apps. Ugh. And they don't realize that we're actually using our own not just our time, but our gas, our vehicle. So yeah. All right. Let's do some shopping. Hey, Cassandra, you're doing a batch? I'm getting ready to do a shopping order. All right. Let's see. Hopefully you're out there making that good money too. It's a beautiful day. Can you tell? Beautiful day. We are currently sitting in the mid 70s. All right, let's see if we can pick a good cart. One that I can move with one hand. Okay. All right, let's get situated. Let's see, what are we shopping for? Bakery, dairy, frozen and groceries. All right. Well, I try to do cold stuff and produce last. So we've got, let's see. Looks like we're going to aisle 9 first. We're gonna go get some bread. I don't know if they've been our eye lines. They're slightly smaller, but yeah, that's the downside, is we might be losing reception here and there. Yeah. All right, we're going to 12. Are you talking about like the .com orders? 16. We need 4 of the original. Hi. The .com orders are the non-perishable orders that customers do, and Walmart will batch out either just one customer, or the most I've seen was like 25 stops, and they're actually packaged up like mailing packages. Majority of them are, unless they're really big. But that's what the .com orders are. Alright, so we got drinks. So we're gonna go to aisle 25. That's frozen. And then, so we're going to aisle 23. Yeah, for those that are like the 20, we've done a couple that were in the 20s. They definitely have to pay good. And we also look at the miles. Whoops, no, that's 16. We want 23. Section 16. 18, 16, 18. 7, 10, 11, 16. 18. 40. All right. Oh, 20 miles? Yeah, your area is definitely good then for Spark orders. Section 9. Pellegrino. 7, 8. Pellegrino. $22, $21, $22. Am I Pellegrino? That's not Pellegrino. Okay. You guys see any Pellegrino back there? That's Pellegrino, but that's not the water. Let's see. It says the Pellegrino. Okay. All right, so they'll take the can. Sorry. All right, now we got dairy.
Time to jump into some entertainment news for today. CNA just released this year's nominees. Got Ella Langley, Megan Rowley, and Lane Wilson leading away at 6 nominees. We show live in Nashville, number 19 on ABC. There's Bates hosting. Hey, we can host Lane Wilson right here from all our celebrated.
$32, $43, $34. I don't see a 34. I don't even see a spot where that would be. Okay. My show, waiting, commiserating, saying so, I will not go, carry me home. Salted butter. I don't see Baby Bell. I think they might be getting their locations mixed up. 32, 42. Oh, see, it's not in the right spot.
Yeah, I don't know if I want that many varieties though.
Okay.
I just do the. What do you want?
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's not that one. Right. 36. Frozen produce. Yeah, so a couple of these items are not where the app is showing. Uh-oh. They want the cinnamon, but it looks like they are out of it. See if they're going to want to substitute. They'll take the smaller one. All right. Curb. Michelin. Can I use a regular register for Spark?
Yeah, I can check it.
Okay. Okay. It depends.
Depends.
Yeah. It depends on the order itself. Some people
Thank
tip
you.
good and then some people.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Yep. All right. See you later. guys. Ugh. Wait for me here. Okay. Whew. All right, let's see how far we are going. Well, normally it shouldn't take me that long just to do that amount of shopping. That's the downside of live streaming. All right, we got 11 minutes to our drop
Head
off.
southeast toward Reverie Driveway.
Okay. Which direction? Okay. I'll just go ahead and hit stop running on favor so it's not chiming at me for the next 11 minutes. I mean, I might miss a decent order, but let's go. All right, let's see what we got going on the radio.
Okay, this kind of makes sense. At least you reach.
Never heard that song. time these people scare me, you know, when they're pulling up like that and then they act like they're gonna go. But if you're just now popping in, I'm on the delivery portion of a shop and deliver on Spark. Can we make it? Yes, we can. Woo! It was still yellow as I went underneath the light. Children, don't do this at home. Do as I say, not as I do. Oh, I know I'm going to have to erase this afterwards. Alright, what else we got? Temperature is now reading 77. So I'm sure the feels like is probably about the same. I mean, it's sunny, clear skies, so it's still not a bad day. I mean, really, it is a beautiful day to sit out and enjoy the weather. Not running around. But that's okay. Out here making money. What's everyone up to out there? Probably, this lane will probably still be slower than the lane that had that truck in it. So did I make the right choice? Looks like I didn't make the right choice because I would have been beyond this pickup in front of me. Darn. they're going about the same speed. So when I accepted this shopping order on Spark, it said 38 minutes. And that time estimation was for shopping and delivery. But being I had to substitute an item and a couple of items were not where the app said they would be. So I had to spend time looking for that. And then, what did I say? It was 11 minutes for the drop off when we were still at Walmart. I mean, we've got 4 minutes to go. But still, it's not a bad, even if this in total for shopping to drop off, even if it takes me about an hour, that's still not bad for $28. My shop, I was just talking about how one item had to be substituted, and a couple of the cheese products that they were wanting was not where the app said it would be. So, spent a couple of minutes on that. But not too bad overall. And you said you're still working on yours? How many drops was it? Or is it? Got a house delivery here. I'm all about the 80s, baby. My formative teenage years was in the 80s. All right, let's see. Okay. Where's the house number? Okay. The house that I need to drop off at, they have their lawn guys working on their alrighty. BRB. Listen to some music. I don't know what that was. I'm unloading the groceries, and woman opens the door and she's like, "I'm sorry." And I'm like, oh, come on. I double checked the address, being that just to make sure it's the right address. But she's like, let me check. She disappears for about a minute and then comes back with an older woman, and she was asking if this was all taken care of. And apparently, I guess someone else had ordered them some groceries and they weren't aware of it. So I was like, don't tell me I have to return this or something to that effect. But because I guess she was just concerned if she was going to have to pay for anything. And I told her, I was like, no, I'm just here to drop this off. She's like, okay. And then The other woman that was with her, she seemed able-bodied, but she was like, we're supposed to grab a couple of these bags, huh? And I was like, yeah. And then she was asking, are you able to bring it in? And I was like, no, we're not supposed to. But, I've done it. When it's elderly people, I'll assist them that way. And then she's like, okay. The other woman was trying to tell her, I got it. So I was like, okay. And honestly, that's not the first time. That's not the first time I've made a delivery to a house, to a customer or a person that wasn't expecting anything. So I've done a grocery delivery, and then I've also done a pizza delivery, and I've done a video on that because I don't know what the relationship was from the person who actually ordered it to the person who was supposed to receive it. But when the person who ordered it, they set it up as a COD. And the person that was to receive it didn't know that and wasn't prepared to pay. Didn't have money to pay. But see, that's the thing when it comes to restaurant food. Once it leaves the restaurant, they cannot accept it back. So if anything were to happen to the order, like in that situation, not able to return the pizza, so we got free pizza that night. But yeah, let's head back to the general area that I was at and see if, let me just confirm something. Trips. Yeah, $28. Like I said, let's head back to the general area where I was when I first got this order and see if we can pick up anything else good like that. Come on, first hour, $28. Let's do this. Need to make some money. Come on, baby, come on. Baby. Looks like DoorDash doesn't have anything available right now. And I've got an evening shift set up, so right now it's just Spark and Favor. Like I said, I've gone, for those of you guys that were here at the start of the live stream, I talked about how Favor has a promo for today and also even tomorrow, and I believe Thursday, but for sure today and tomorrow, that here in my zone and a few surrounding zones into Austin, guaranteed pays for every shop and deliver offer. And I've seen at least 3 now on Favor to come through that were shop and delivers, but it didn't say the guarantee pay. It was less than $20. So I don't know how that works. I don't know how that's going to work with the guarantee pays. So, but even at the $20, it was either the miles that was too high or the amount of items shopping for. Because it does say as part of the promo for Favor, in case y'all are like, what is Favor? Do me a favor. Favor is a Texas-based app. We have a huge grocery store chain here in Texas called HEB. And it's their app. Literally, before it was strictly just for HEB, but then they expanded to do restaurant deliveries as well. So, I don't know if that's how it's gonna work. I do the shop and delivers, and then after the fact, maybe it's gonna show, because it does say that I would get that extra pay, I guess. It'll be paid out on the 7th. What would even be cooler for the Favor app, just like Instacart, when they do the guarantee pay, it's only based off of the base pay. So any tips is on top of that. So like if they're gonna pay you $100 guaranteed to do 5 batched orders or 5 shopping orders, you know, that's only the base pay, and base pay is ranging anywhere from like 5 to, depending on how many miles in the shopping order itself is, $5 to $11. And that, so if you did, we'll say the minimum $5 per order, that's $25. So on top of that, you would make an additional $75 plus tips. That's how Instacart does it with their guarantee pay. And sometimes it's worth it to do those. And then sometimes it's like you have to take some crappy orders just to fulfill the promo. Because if you have to make 5 and you're down to like, you know, you've done 4 and it's coming down to the wire, you know, with when you know orders are going to stop coming in, you know, you have to decide, got to take the next, you know, really crappy order. And that happens sometimes. That does. Still nothing on DoorDash. Commercial on the radio. Video cue, the radio stop. Baby, come on, baby, come on. Let's get some decent offers, please. Yeah, I'm gonna try and continue working at least for another half hour or so. Half hour to an hour. See if I can double this and get to 50, maybe even $60. That would be cool. That would be very cool. Braking all the way back here. Yeah, red light, slow down. Yeah, you know, when you look in your rearview mirror and you see a vehicle coming up on you, and you know they're still going faster than they should be, because they basically want to come up and kiss your bumper. All right, Spark, let's see if you can do that again. Send me out another decent offer like that. Let's see what Instacart is doing. Your area has low demand for shoppers right now. It literally says that. It literally says that right there. That's it's one thing when it's nothing is glowing, and then it's a different thing when it actually tells you. You can turn on the app, but you're in low demand right now. Should I try Uber? I mean, it's all right. We'll give you a try, Uber. Oh, wait a minute. Look at that. Let it be good. Let it be good, Spark. It's a customer return. And the customer return base pay is $10. No matter the mileage. The customer can be, 10 miles away from the store, 15 miles, 20 miles from the store, and the base pay will still be the same. And we've done the customer returns before, and but it would, depend if we're already in that area for where the customer is. So pretty. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see if we can do it again. So I've got HEB to the right of me for favor, and then straight ahead, literally, we've got Walmart on the other side. You guys still hear the music? Door's locked. I mean, again, going back to the Spark app, it shows right here. It's 10. This customer is 10 miles away from the store. I mean, majority of your Spark drivers are in the general vicinity. If they're not somewhere in the Walmart parking lot, so the customer is 10 miles away, and they're only going to pay you $10, yet you're going to have to drive 10 miles to do the pickup and then come back to the store to do the return. So that's actually 20 miles for $10. And we've done it. We've done, I mean, not the distance. We've done some that was only a mile away, and we just happened to be in that general area for the pickup, and we were heading to Walmart anyways. So we've done it for that But it's ridiculous when they know majority of Spark drivers are in the vicinity of the store already. So to send out offers like that and just keeping it as a base pay. And the other downside too about doing customer returns, for whatever reason, the customer sets it up, but maybe half of them will forget that they've done that. So they're not expecting someone to come to the door because they forgot and they go somewhere. Now that's happened to us. That's happened to us. We'll message the customer. We'll say, hey, we're on our way. Get there. Ding dong. Hello. And they're not there. And I don't know. I don't know if we do get any compensation. I mean, Walmart, at least for shopping orders, they do give you so far it's been a consistent $2.53. If for whatever reason after you hit start shopping you cancel the order, you get that base pay. 2 more packages to go, guys, and I'm done. How many did you say, Cassandra, how many packages you had to deliver on this run? $17. Woo! How many miles? Let's go, baby. Let's go. And that's the thing. Sometimes the moment you put your car in park and you stop moving, the order sometimes will stop, or the amount of offers that are coming through will slow down drastically. I mean, I don't know if it's a coincidence or not, but more than half the times, literally, as soon as we move out of our parking spot, ding, 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 orders will start coming through again. Oh yeah, speaking of daylight savings, how's everybody responding to that? At least for those that are in an area where, they have daylight savings. I'm kind of a night owl myself, So even though I may go to bed 10, 11 o'clock, I won't be falling asleep until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I don't know what it is. But when daylight savings happened, when we woke up Monday morning, my hubby was the one who ended up waking me up. But I was like, what time is it? It's like, it's just after 8 o'clock. And I was like, what? So I was like, so really I slept until after 9 o'clock. But what he didn't know was that I didn't fall asleep until about 3 o'clock. 4 miles for $4. That's UberEATS. Come on, be nice. Be nice. Come on, Favor. I'm right here in a hot spot. See? Supposedly. Favor, I'm in a hot spot. Hey, Ma. Half a day. Good afternoon, and thank you. How are you? I am just waiting. I am just waiting on any offers to come in. I mean, I've done one so far, Walmart's shopping order. $17 miles for $10. Again, UberEATS. Oh, yes, then even these. There we go. This one's even better. 23.8 miles for $11. I'm sick as a dog, coughing cold. Aw. Is that why I haven't seen you? Well, I'm hoping you're feeling better very soon. Sorry to hear that you've been sick as a dog. Hey, Nato. Well, thank you for lurking. No. Put a cork in the flats, Nada. Come on, we need... All right, let's see what we got. All right. Yeah, I had to get over that hump. I'm really hoping this month. Hey, Luke. You're welcome. Thank you for popping in. But I am hoping that this month it happens. I'm really, really hoping that this month it happens with becoming fully monetized. Because for those of you guys that may not be aware, the last 3 cooking live streams that I've done, actually 4, at least the last 4 cooking live streams that I've done, I've averaged 2,000 views or more. And oh, a TV, is it a huge TV? But the last, well, anyways, but the very last live stream the last 2 live streams I did, I had over 7,000, or was it 8,000? Something like that. But then the one that I just did this past Saturday, I mean, I did actually. I screamed at the end of the live stream when I closed it out and went to go look to see what the view count was. And I don't know, for those of you guys that, have already been following me for a while, if you guys saw that. But I had over 18,000 views on that live stream when we were doing a fiesta cookout this past Saturday with my family. And I had over 18,000 views. So with that one and the one before that, because I had, I think it was 7 or 8,000 views. But because that one lasted 4 hours, I was making empanada, and that one lasted 4 hours, and I ended up earning 100 watch hours just off of that one. And then the one on Saturday, I was only able to run for about an hour and a half. And that was because my sister and I were doing it together, so we were multitasking. So a lot of the cooking tasks, if it was just me, it would have taken a lot longer, but we ended up getting everything done for the most part. We were just waiting on the fish, but for that one, for 18K watch hours, I wish it was 18K watch hours, but for 18K views, I garnered 150 watch hours doing an hour and a half live stream. So when I was done and when I saw that, I was like, what? I was like, woo. And for those that have been following me know that I've been stressing with, with my watch hours, because as of September, my channel hit the 2-year mark. And again, if you're new or fairly new to monetizing your YouTube channel, once your videos, whether it be the long form or your live streams, once they hit the 1-year mark, if your channel is not fully monetized by that point, and this is just the initial monetization, your full monetization, with 1,000 subs, 4K watch hours. If you haven't reached that by your 1-year mark, every video and watch hours, not just the video itself, but the watch hours, every time watch hours hit their 1-year mark, if you're not fully monetized, it goes away like it never happened. So it's been very stressful since September of last year, watching all those videos, especially ones that earlier this year that I, garnered 100 watch hours or more, just watching those watch hours disappear. It's been very stressful. Where's this going? shopping 5 items, but why is it saying it's going to take... Oh, because it's a 2 pickup. Or is it a 2 drop-off? Where's the other pickup? Oh, it's the same. It's not telling me where. No. Okay, that one wasn't worth it. But yeah, needless to say, I'm happy. I'm happy that, you know, with both those 2 recent live streams, my watch hours will be up to 3,700 watch hours. So I've got 300 to go. We can do this. Just having you guys here, you know, hanging out with me, whether you're chatting or not, if you're just lurking, you're listening or whatever, you know, it's really helping me. And you guys just don't know. You guys just don't know. I really, really appreciate it. That's how YouTube gets you like the apps do. Instead of take every order, it's make every video, get every like, feed the sub count, right? Very true. Very, very true. They really want you just to, you know, whatever it takes. And that's probably one of the things, you know, and I'm so tempted to do those. I am so tempted to do the accept every offer. I am very tempted to do those accept every offer. And I've done it. But UberEATS scares me. You know, with some of these apps, they scare, especially UberEATS, DoorDash. I mean, actually, all the apps that I work, Instacart, they scare me because of the high miles. And some, especially with Instacart, absolutely ridiculous miles. 30 miles, 70 miles. And these customers will be tipping based on the amount of items you're shopping for. So some of those really long distant ones, you know, 30, 70 miles, you're maybe shopping 10 items. So you would think, okay, they're going to be driving 70 miles. So let's include that in the tip. Oh, what happened there, Pop? You know, this is a roundabout. You're supposed to yield. Some people don't know how to use a roundabout. But anyways, it scares me to do those accept every offers because a lot of customers do not take miles into consideration for their tip. And look, here he is. He sees the person reversing and he's still trying to proceed forward. Everybody gig I've been watching, the orders are grossly upside down. Yes. I mean, they definitely have their moments. The one that I've done so far, the only offer that I've accepted so far, it wasn't bad. I believe it was 11 items, 4 miles. I don't remember exactly now, but it paid $28, so that one was worth it. So they definitely have their moment, but and then it's like, what are you thinking? What do you expect from us? See, especially a lot of these offers that just tried to come through on UberEATS. Hi, Miles. I stopped doing Grubhub. That was another app that I used to do 7. I used to have 7 gig apps that I would be running and alternating between. But Grubhub just became, especially in my area, for some, it's not as bad, but for their markets, but in my specific zone, my market, it's notorious for high miles. So I eventually just dropped Grubhub because, you know, I couldn't get anywhere really with Grubhub. The apps stopped chiming. Come on. I'm moving. Where's my orders? Spark, what you got? That customer return that's 10 miles away, Spark has bumped it up to $13. But still, Walmart is right here. I would have to still drive 10 miles away to do the pickup and then 10 miles back over here for $13, 20 miles. I mean, at least they're making the attempt to raise the fare. You can ride my tail all you want. I'm not going any faster. I know it's horrible. I'm not speeding. Don't people know you get the opposite reaction when you want to tailgate somebody? At least that's what I do. That's what my kids, my daughters do, my hubby. Well, my hubby actually gets pissed. But I just go even slower. All right, so now I'm actually closer to Walmart. Let's see if we can get any. You're home now? Tell me, Cassandra, please tell me that was a good order for those many drops. Wait, what? Too much? What was that? Too much what? Too much hated? Oh, gated communities. Yes. That's another big pet peeve for a lot of gig workers. You know you're in an apartment complex and they don't want to provide you freaking gate code. That's a big pet peeve. You get there. I mean, I know some people will say, message, some people have said, message the customer ahead of time, to remind them, hey, I'm here, open the gate. Your phone is typing garbage. Aw. I mean, I know it even says it in the notes sometimes. Call me when you're at the gate. But we've got Walmart right over there. And then I've got restaurants here and right here. And I'm still not far from H-E-B to get any favor offers. So I bet it's frustrating. It's very frustrating when you get to the gates. So it'd be like, why do we do this? Why do we want to torture ourselves? It makes a lot of us gig workers ask that question. Sometimes on a daily basis. But hey, I always try to look for the positive stuff, There are some days where we make really good money. So, and then there are times where we get so pleasantly surprised with the fare. Like my very first over $100 order that I get, paying order. It was on DoorDash. I ended up getting paid $125, my highest. My first 3-digit, amount, getting over $100. The highest before that, I believe, was like 96, something like that. But when, it's still crazy when I think about it. I was like, am I looking at that right? So I try to think of the positives. Oh my goodness. Come on, Favor. I want to see at least one. Give me one decent shopping order so I can find out. So I can find out. All right, let's play around with some of these buttons. Nope, that's not what I wanted. How about this one? What's going on? Green screen. There we go. That's the one I want. Haha. My 20 miles for $13. The sunset. My sunset background. Oh, spark. It's a curbside. 2 are local. The other one is about a town away. 15 miles. 3 drops, 15 miles for $17. Nope. Thank you, and God bless you too. All right. I'm going to give it about another 10 minutes. I'm happy that I made in that first hour that I did $28. But hopefully the dinner shift will be better. But speaking of dinner, maybe I should just go somewhere else. So I don't know. Like I said, right. Green screen is gone. What should I do for dinner tonight? I mean, I'm running solo right now because the hubby and Zoe, they're working on her pickup at my father-in-law's place because he has more tools. Hopefully it's nothing too major that's going to be costly to fix, because yeah, we need to get what little issue, hopefully it's a little issue, whatever issue she's got going on with her pickup, because we need to get it registered. I don't know if I can even wait the 10 minutes. It wasn't. We had ground beef. We had ramen noodles the night before. We had fish and chicken. If I had made the $50 for the lunch shift, we probably could have had like steak for dinner. Cooking steak for dinner. But that didn't happen, so no steak for us for tonight, at least for tonight. That would be nice. Tornado, what are you having for dinner tonight? Inspire me while I'm still by Walmart to do some shopping. Ooh, chicken and dumplings. Yummy. Maybe we'll just do beef stew. Beef stew, me too. Hmm. Hey, Sandra. It's yummy. How's it going? How are you? And thank you for popping in. Oh, that's awesome, Cassandra. I don't know why your chicken and dumplings made me think of beef stew, but let me check with the hubby and see if he's okay with beef stew for dinner. Could probably run over to Costco. I know my sister always talked about she liked getting the ready meals that you would just heat up. I mean, it's already packaged for you, whether they have, the individual servings or the family packs, I guess. So that way there's no guessing on, okay, I'm having this protein and that side and whatnot. It's all prepackaged for you. So I don't know. And it wouldn't be homemade beef stew. I guess that would be an awesome live stream, a cooking live stream to do, is to make beef stew, homemade beef stew. I've never done that. Okay, looks like he's getting ready to respond. Let's see what he says. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Tomorrow, we're supposed to go back down to where my mom and my sisters live and to paint yet another room. Maybe we'll just end up having pizza. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'll just have to figure that out later. But I gave it's been about 10 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and start shutting off these apps, and I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream here. But thank you guys so much for hanging out, for lurking, just being here. Thank you guys so much for your continued support of my channel. I appreciate it. Si Duos Maasi. But whatever you guys are doing out there, stay safe, make that money, have fun, feel better if you're not feeling good. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next video or live stream. Adios for now. Bye, everybody. Thank you again. Bye. Feel better, Ma. Do hope you'll feel better real soon.